Kate puts her arm around Roger Federer after he loses Wimbledon final. "You were incredible." Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, put a reassuring hand on tennis ace Roger Federer's shoulder and told him he was incredible after he lost out to Novak Djokovic in his bid for his 9th Wimbledon title. William and Kate were in the Royal Box on Centre Court on Sunday for the men's final, for the Swiss tennis aces match against defending champion Novak Djokovic. As the Duchess presented a Wimbledon trophy for the first time as royal patron of the All England Lawn Tennis Club, she congratulated runner-up Federer after his defeat, telling he had put on an incredible show. Clocking in at 4 hours and 57 minutes, Novak Djokovic was again crowned king of Centre Court after the longest-ever men's singles final at SW19 and his 5th Wimbledon title. The Centre Court crowd applauded Djokovic as he knelt to the ground after his win and ate some grass, his celebratory tradition. Federer said his performance was for all the 37-year-olds, adding, "I hope that it gives some other people hope that at 37 it's not over yet," he said. He joked that his 4 children, who were seated in the crowd, would not be that impressed with the runner-up plate, adding they would rather have that golden thing. The men's final was Kate's 3rd visit to the annual championships after she appeared alongside her sister-in-law the Duchess of Sussex on Saturday to watch Serena Williams crash to a straight-sets defeat against Simona Halep in the women's final. Kate was wearing a powder blue 50s-style dresses from a collection by London-based designer Emilia Wickstead. The royal couple met with senior figures from the All England Lawn Tennis Club, including head referee and former player Andrew Jarrett. They also met with 4 of the club's team of ball boys and girls. However, the couple were tight-lipped about who they were hoping to see lift the trophy. Among the famous names to receive an invite to the Royal Box are Sherlock star Benedict Cumberbatch, The Avengers Tom Hiddleston and Fight Club star Edward Norton. Multi-billionaire Amazon founder Jeff Bezos also received a coveted invite. He was accompanied by his new girlfriend Laura Sanchez following his split from his wife of 26 years Mackenzie Bezos. Opera singer Katherine Jenkins and her husband Andrew Levitas also arrived at Wimbledon ahead of play on Saturday morning. "This is our favorite day out and probably all the London summer events," Ms. Jenkins said. Dave Knights, head of the service stewards at the championships, said, "They gave no indication at all about who they wanted to win." Mr. Knights, whose team is in charge of keeping order among the crowds in the packed courts, added, "They were very supportive of what we do here at Wimbledon." He is able to draw on 32 years' experience in the Royal Air Force to make sure no one steps out of line. "It's been a very smooth championships, the good weather has helped," Mr. Knight said. While Kate and William were meeting senior figures, Roger Federer crossed the bridge between the Millennium Building and Centre Court. He was greeted by loud cheers from fans waiting on the path below. Last week, Federer revealed he had recently played tennis with Kate's son Prince George, with the 20-time Grand Slam winner describing the young royal as a cute boy who had good technique. According to Met Office forecaster Sophie Ullmans, weather conditions on Sunday are expected to be mainly fine, dry and sunny. She added, "There will be a few patches of cloud around through the afternoon." She said there's a small chance of a light bit of rain, but it is forecast to be warm with temperatures rising to 23 C. Kate watched Simona Halep win the women's final on Saturday and was among the first people to congratulate the Romanian. Halep had previously shared her hopes of seeing Kate in the Royal Box, and afterwards said it was an honor and an extra boost to play in front of the Duchesses. Djokovic wins Wimbledon. Kate hands Serbian champion his men's singles trophy after he beats Federer in first-ever final tiebreak following epic 5-hour battle ended with last set drawn 12-12. Novak Djokovic was presented by the Wimbledon trophy this afternoon by the Duchess of Cambridge after he won his 5th Wimbledon title following one of the greatest matches of all time. Fans were on the edge of their seats for the dramatic finale featuring 2 of tennis's all-time greats, with Roger Federer's wife Mirka holding her head in her hands and Kate gasping with her hands over her mouth. Clocking in at 4 hours and 57 minutes, The Serbian won the longest ever men's singles final at SW19 and defied a crowd screaming for his opponent by becoming the first player to win a singles match on a deciding tiebreak after the last set was drawn 12-12. The center court crowd applauded Djokovic as he knelt to the ground after his win and ate some grass, his celebratory tradition. Kate, a patron of the All England Lawn Tennis Club, ALTC, stepped onto the hallowed turf to hand over the silver gilt cup to Djokovic, and the runners-up trophy to Federer. Unfortunately, in these kinds of matches, one of the players has to lose, Djokovic said. It's quite unreal. Djokovic had saved 2 match points when Federer served for victory at 8-7 in the deciding set and went on to take it 7-6, 5, 1-6, 7-6, 4, 4-6, 13-12, 3, after 4 hours and 57 minutes. Federer had hoped to follow up his emotional semi-final victory over Rafael Nadal by completing the double over his other great rival for the first time at a Grand Slam, but it was not to be. They were playing in front of a capacity crowd packed with celebrities including Jeff Bezos and his girlfriend Lauren Sanchez, actor Benedict Cumberbatch and model Kendall Jenner. Djokovic has now won 4 out of the last 5 major tournaments, taking his overall tally to 16 and making Federer's record of 20 seem ever more within reach. The historical importance was a key theme of this final, with 37-year-old Federer staring at perhaps his last chance to put further distance between himself and his younger rivals. Nadal is only 2 adrift and showing no sign of letting his iron grip on the French Open slip, while Djokovic has been open about the fact he is playing for history. After his victory, Djokovic said, "Roger is one of the greatest players of all time, who I respect a lot." Djokovic, who last lost to Federer 4 years ago and now leads their rivalry 26-22, said on court. "Unfortunately, one player has to lose and we both had our chances. It's unreal to be 2 match points down and come back." Federer said his performance was for all the 37-year-olds. "I hope that it gives some other people hope that at 37 it's not over yet," he said. He joked that his 4 children, who were seated in the crowd, would not be that impressed with the runner-up plate, adding they would rather have that golden thing. Speaking to Djokovic, he said, "Novak, congratulations man. That was crazy." He said he was now going back to being dad. Djokovic said, "Roger says he wants people to believe they can still do it when they're 37 and I'm one of them. He inspires me." He said he was also going back to being dad following the match. "It was a slightly strange match, which rarely hit the heights in terms of sustained quality yet had enough plot twists for a feature-length thriller, even before its extraordinary deciding set." Federer was the better player for all of the first 4 sets, with Djokovic's game strangely off-color apart from his serve, but played 2 poor tie breaks either side of a set that his opponent barely turned up for. The 5th set was scarcely describable, finally ending in the 25th game when Federer, who had been chasing a 9th title, framed a forehand into the crowd. The tiebreak at 12-12 was introduced following last year's epic semi-final between John Isner and Kevin Anderson, yet had not been used in a singles match until this contest. After 47 previous matches, 25 of them won by Djokovic, there were no secrets between these two and the first set was fascinating to watch as Federer sought to take his opponent out of his baseline comfort zone. Federer, who had not beaten his rival since 2015, used the short backhand slice to pull Djokovic forward, mixed up the pace and threw in a number of drop shots. He had a break point in the 3rd game, and was 2 points from the set at 4-5, 0-30 but could not take either chance. Errors then cost Federer after he turned a 1-3 deficit in the tiebreak into a 5-3 lead, a mistimed backhand dropping into the tramlines on Djokovic's first set point. It must have been a painful set to lose for the Swiss, but in double quick time he was level at 1-all after an uncharacteristic mental lapse from his opponent. A slip behind the baseline in the opening game perhaps unsettled Djokovic, who appeared to decide not to expend any unnecessary energy after going 2 breaks behind. The most unexpected factor was how poorly Djokovic was returning, but he somehow stayed with Federer through the 3rd set. He created one set point in the 10th game with a glorious half-volley, but Djokovic's serve, the one part of his game that was working well, bailed him out. The Serbian was beginning to look very frustrated, but he forced another tiebreak, and again it was Federer who unexpectedly crumbled. Given Federer had never won a 5-set match against Djokovic, that left him with a serious mountain to climb, but, just when it seemed he might finally be taking control, his level dropped again and Federer surged into a 5-2 lead. Djokovic finally forced a break point, and converted it, to give himself a chance of rescuing the situation, but Federer served out the set at the second opportunity, the partisan crowd roaring their approval. History still said Djokovic was the favorite, and, after Federer saved 3 break points in the third game of the decider, he made the breakthrough to lead 4-2. But he could not cement it, and on the match went, the tension growing with each point. Djokovic was in trouble at 5-5, 15-30, but produced a diving volley winner. Then Federer was 2 points from defeat 3 times in the next game but held on. Federer, who turns 38 next month, looked to have made the crucial breakthrough when a forehand pass gave him an 8-7 lead and the chance to serve for the match. His serve carried him to 40-15, but he netted a routine forehand on the first chance and was then passed by Djokovic, who went on to break back. The world number 1 saved 2 more break points at 11-11, and that proved to be Federer's final chance as Djokovic surged ahead in the tiebreak, and this time there was no way back. Kate proudly wore her green and purple bow brooch, which is a nod to her patronage of the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, and pearl drop earrings by Swedish jewelers in 2 design. Prince William coordinated perfectly with his wife's outfit, donning a pale blue shirt with a grey suit jacket and chinos. Yesterday Kate made her way to the grounds early to attend a lunch for club members and former champions in her role as patron. The Duchess looked glamorous in a bespoke green D&G midi dress, estimated to have cost £2,150, previously worn in 2016 on a visit to Kelowna, during a royal tour of Canada, and completed the look with a cream handbag from the same brand. She was then joined by sister Pippa and sister-in-law Meghan Markle, with the 2 duchesses putting rumors of a royal rift to bed as they were seen laughing and joking. It was their second joint appearance in a week, after attending a charity polo match on Wednesday with their children to cheer on their competing husbands. Kate looked stunning in a chic baby blue textured 1,390 pounds Amelia Whipstead gown with elegant capped sleeves, a square neckline and flared skirt, which she teamed with nude pointed heels. Today was a family affair as well for the Middletons, as Kate's brother James arrived alongside the royals with his girlfriend Alize Thevenet. The couple looked relaxed as they strolled hand in hand into the event shortly ahead of the men's singles final this afternoon. James looked smart in a smart navy double-breasted blazer, and blue striped tie. He paired the ensemble with white jeans, and finished off his look with a trendy pair of navy loafers. Meanwhile Alize wore a chic red and white outfit, matching a daring low-cut red shirt with a cool pair of high-waisted white trousers, with red button detailing. Today was a family affair as well for the Middletons, as Kate's brother James arrived alongside the royals with his girlfriend Alize Thevenet. The couple looked relaxed as they strolled hand in hand into the event shortly ahead of the men's singles final this afternoon. James looked smart in a smart navy double-breasted blazer, and blue striped tie. He paired the ensemble with white jeans, and finished off his look with a trendy pair of navy loafers. Meanwhile Alize wore a chic red and white outfit, matching a daring low-cut red shirt with a cool pair of high-waisted white trousers, with red button detailing.